Can you hear the tractor? Seems like we've been waiting for this day for months and months. Paul has finally got the grass cutter attachment on and he's cutting the grass on the main field. Yay! He's got a whole day on the tractor, and I think after all the strimming he's been doing, he's really looking forward to that today. He was up and out of bed before I could even say good morning to him this morning. He looks like one of those cartoons when you're driving something and then there's all that smoke behind you.
So after a good hour on the tractor, disappearing into dust occasionally, but getting some grass cut, I've hit a snag and today's tractoring has come to an end. What happened was the tractor started to overheat. The engine didn't seem quite so smooth when I was listening to it tick over. And then the rev counter just dropped down to 0 and wouldn't register anything when I was using the throttle. So we've had some friends over for a cup of tea, and they've got some experience of having their own tractor. And we had to look through things, and eventually we picked out this, which is the fan belt. Our friends explained that it's obviously loose to begin with, probably hadn't quite been tightened properly in the factory, and it is the sort of thing that you would look for in the first service, which is due in around about 20 hours of tractor use. We've done 30 hours so far, and you have it done at 50. But with this not working, it means that the revs wouldn't count, and that'll be the reason why the tractor's overheating. So we've let Ricard know at Alfa Gralapa that we've got a problem. I'm sure I'll hear back from him on Monday as to what the solution will be. But until then, no more tractor, it's back to strimming.
While the tractor's broken, it's back to the trusty wheelbarrow and the bungees.
When you've had the use of the tractor for a while, you really miss it when you don't have it. But I think putting it onto the wheelbarrow is going to make things easier than carrying it, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll give it a go.
Okay, we're slightly heading south. We are leaning forwards about an inch. We're leaning forwards about an inch. What do you think?
Do we need to put any stones at the front to lift it up?
I guess it's no bad thing that it's facing the direction that the water needs to flow in.
It'll add to the pressure, won't it?
Maybe. It feels really solid.
Yeah.
I doubt it will slide away.
Okay.
So
brilliant. That's what we want then.
Should we just go say that's a win?
That's a win.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Today we are down on the veg patch, and as you can see behind us, we're having a go at filling up the IBC. So the plan is we have some black pipe that we're going to take down to the well, and we've got a pump we're going to put in the well. The pump is going to be powered by the new Bluetti, and then we're going to fill up the IBC. That's the plan.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Well, we've pumped 1,000 litres out of the well, and looking at the level, it's not made any difference whatsoever. We've still got stacks of water. Fantastic. We are using solar energy to fill up our IBC to water the plants.
Free power, free water. Does that mean we're off grid?
Yes. Just one last thing to try and sort out, and that's the fact that we have no irrigation system at the moment. So the plants can see the water, they can anticipate what it will be like to be watered from it, but alas, until sometime next week when we actually pop to the shop, we'll still be watering them by watering can.
Will there be enough water left in the well?
There will be. At least it's another step in the right direction.
Yeah. I think for me, the water irrigation system and the drip feed irrigation system has been a little bit complicated. So I'm quite glad that we're just doing it step by step at the moment.
Yeah.
And just do, right, okay, let's get an IBC, let's get water out the well.
Yeah.
Let's fill up an IBC. Right, okay, so then how to get the water from the IBC to the plants.
Yeah.
So step by step works quite well. And then the next step after we do manage to get the water to the plants, then we'll get an automated timer.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are absolutely chuffed to bits to be partnering with Bluetti this week. They have sent us this wonderful AC70 power bank and their PV 200D solar panels. This is a complete game changer for us. Recently there was a power cut in Portugal and Spain, and we run everything off electricity, and we weren't able to charge our phones, we couldn't make a cup of tea, we couldn't cook our dinner. This little thing here, we'll take it anywhere around the farm, and it will help us to do all those jobs that require power around the farm. It has 7 different charging points. So you can charge it off the solar, you can charge it through your own electricity sockets, you can charge it in the car, you can charge it off a generator. It has a power boost mode for when you need to have that little bit extra power, such as a hairdryer, or if you wanted to boil a kettle when you're out camping. It's just fantastic. So we've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and we have used it to pump the water out of the well for our IBC, and it barely touched it. It was about 66% after we pumped 1,000 litres out of the well into the IBC. Really, really, really good. I really like its sleek design. It's ever so easy to move around. I also love the length of its battery power. It lasts ages. Setting up was really, really easy for the first time. Didn't even have to look at the instructions. It's really obvious. You plug the cable in from the solar panels into here, into the little plug here, and it's all color coded. It starts charging, and within full sun, 2 hours, you can have your power bank up to 80%. We are using this wonderful power bank with the PV 200D solar panels. They are really sturdy and finished beautifully. Lovely carry handle, and just move them wherever you need, and it plugs in seconds. We also really like the fact that you can use the power bank while you're still charging it on the solar panels, so you're never going to get that loss of energy if it's needed. If you would like one of these Bluettis, the AC70 power bank or the PV 200D solar panels, then just click the link in the description and it will take you through to the Bluetti website. Thanks, Bluetti. Brilliant bit of kit.
I've spent most of the day annoying Miranda today, and when I said I needed to collect the blue lupins, she jumped at the opportunity to help and said she could kit me out ready for it. So this is why I look like a slightly pregnant kangaroo, albeit a kangaroo which has got a bucket in its pouch. It's because I want to collect together our blue lupin seeds, which are now perfect for gathering. As you might have seen in a video going back a little while ago, I purposely didn't trim this area because I wanted to collect the seeds and transfer them over to what's going to be our wildflower area, the other side of the main house. So these seeds we will collect out of the pods and scatter onto that area of land, either immediately, because I don't think there's any harm in doing that, or later in the autumn. But I think I'm fancying doing it right away, because the seeds know what to do. They'll sit on the land until it rains in the autumn, and then hopefully we'll have some growing there. The advantage being is that these blue lupins are nitrogen fixers, so they're going to improve the soil over there, and hopefully create a better environment, not just for the wildflowers but also for the olives that we've got growing in that area. So after a load of exploding seed pods, and Miranda with a little bit of my help picking through the remaining pods to collect the seeds, we've got our bucket load of blue lupin seeds ready to scatter onto the land. Not a bad haul. I'm sure we would have had double or even triple that much had they not exploded whilst trying to pick them.
We have come to my lovely friend's Airbnb for the night, and to spend a bit of time with them. And she runs the Airbnb at her farm, Quinta dos Plantanos, and that's near the city of Abrantes.
The accommodation comprises of 2 apartments, one bed and the other is a 2-bed.
And there are farm animals, and there's a pool, there's chickens, there's sheep, and it's only 5 minutes from the centre of Abrantes.
It's very private. It really looks like a place of a lot of history and a story to tell. As you can see behind us, it even has its own chapel.
Yeah, lovely. So I hope you enjoy having a little look round.
Come on, let's go. Miranda already has a new best friend, and here she is.
Hello, puppy.
Can you believe that puppy is only 2 months old? It's going to be huge. 50 kilos apparently. It's got such a gentle nature to it. It's a traditional farm dog, sheep dog. Needs a bit of training, but it's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
We're having a little explore around Abrantes, which is just north of the Tejo River, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely little place as well.
And we're in the castle gardens that are beautiful. So we've come to Abrantes to do a little bit of life admin, and we stayed with our lovely friend who has been a perfect host, and we are going to meet her for lunch shortly as well.
Yeah, last night we had our first opportunity to try bacalhau,
Oh yeah, it's
which is
beautiful.
salted cod, and it was amazing.
It really, really was fantastic. So check out her Airbnb, and if you fancy coming to stay and have a mooch around Abrantes, it'll be, I'm sure she'll make you feel exceptionally welcome. So Abrantes seems like a lovely town. There are lots of shops and all the kind of amenities that you would need. Plenty to explore, lovely little courtyards and an old town with tiny little walkways and everything. So,
if I can sound not too boring, the infrastructure is pretty good. There's a train station here which you can get to from a couple of different directions, and it's fairly central in Portugal as well, so it's a good place to base yourself if you want to go off and explore a little more.
Yeah, I think you can get to Lisbon from here, can't you, on the train?
You can.
How often do the trains run? Have you looked that up yet?
I have no idea.
It's going to be the first thing he looks for. Anyway, I suppose we better mooch on and go and...
I'm enjoying sitting in the gardens, but we've got lunch booked in for around about an hour before we go off and take care of the life admin that Miranda mentioned earlier. So I fancy grabbing a quick coffee on our way back down to the town.
That sounds amazing. Before I start adopting the many cats that seem to be living up here in the garden.
Right, time to go.